on Newman. In this case, the audience doesn't know Newman. 150 or so years ago, an Anglican priest by the name of John Henry Newman converted to the church, eventually became a cardinal, and his conversion was a great shock, and but also a great influence on the growth of the church in England 150 years ago. Right before, in fact, the Catholic was right before, right after the Catholic Church was officially kind of brought.
It was right after.
Right after. Okay. There's so much we could do to talk about Newman. We'll have you back and we'll talk the whole show about Newman, because what a neat impact he's had in so many lives. But my thinking is, 150 years ago, his conversion led to many others. Is that comparable to what you're seeing today? How does it explain what's happening today?
No, Newman was a unique figure, perhaps the greatest theologian of the last 2 centuries, a man, a genius that perhaps I don't know when we'll see his like again in the church, although I must admit John Paul II is certainly raised up with him in many ways in terms of his insights and his writings and so on. I think the movement that's going on in the church in this country, the conversions, which are coming by the hundreds of thousands within a little bit more than a week on the Easter Vigil, 400,000 or 500,000 people will be coming into the church, and many of them being baptized. In addition to that, there's tens or hundreds of thousands of others who will be received privately or in groups throughout the year. The movement of Protestant clergymen, of leading intellectual figures, of notorious sinners, well-known politicians into the church is something that is truly unique, and I think it had a much greater impact than actually Cardinal Newman. G.K. Chesterton, a very famous convert, said that everybody basically more or less owes their conversion to Newman. That is, he's the father in terms of the great apologists. The reasons for converting are laid out so beautifully in his writings, and many people today who are converting have been brought to the church, and you being one of them, through reading Cardinal Newman. But I think we're at this as a Jubilee year approaches and the action of the Holy Spirit, we're involved in something on a much larger scale, particularly given the predominant role of the United States throughout the world. Something that we can not only dream about, but I think we're starting to see the good things that are in store for us.